loves, and welcome to another video on my channel. My name is Shams and this is another Girls Chats video. Today I'm going to share all of my favorite tips on how to glow up physically and tips that I've actually used that are super simple, that will cost you little to no money, and that will most definitely not involve plastic surgery or fillers or anything like that. So let's go ahead and talk about our self gloves. As you guys know though, in my Girls Chats video, having a drink is mandatory, and today I have some water with some lemon. So let's have the first sip together. Ooh, so fresh. Girls, if you want to look the best you've ever looked your entire life, then keep watching this video until the end. Alright, so this was me 2 years ago. Must admit, looking a little rough and definitely not looking my best. And of course, this is me today. I have some more pictures of how I am today as well. And this glow up did not require any treatment or cosmetic procedures or surgery. Just a little bit of patience and discipline. Some good habits that I'm going to share with you guys today. Alright, let's go ahead and start our guide to help you look your best. Number 1, lose the extra fat and weight if you have it. You know when you have put on like some extra pounds, or if you've gained a little bit of weight and you just don't feel yourself, you don't feel comfortable, and you don't feel like the best version of yourself. It's okay to recognize that, and it's okay to start working on that. Like for me, I was 10-15 pounds over at some point. Although it's not about the weight for me, it's definitely about like how I feel and how I look, because right now I may weigh the same as I did, for example, a year ago, but I have put on a lot of muscle. You know what I mean? So it's not always about the weight, but you will know when you have some extra weight and you just don't feel or look your best. But trust me, a lot of these transformations that you see online, like the girl is looking completely different a few years ago and now she's looking snatched and depuffed, it's because they lost weight. Losing weight in your whole body and just getting healthier and losing extra weight. If you're already slim and you don't have much weight to lose, then this does not apply to you. Of course, it applied to me in my case. But if you know that you have some extra weight, it's not going to be the juice cleanse that's going to help you. That's only 1 week. It's not going to be the gua sha that's going to help you. It's not going to be any of these trendy things that these influencers are going to try to sell you. It's literally just losing some extra weight. For me, what was a game changer is going on daily walks. So try to go on a walk every single day. Aim for maybe an hour every single day, and in that hour maybe listen to your favorite YouTubers, listen to a podcast, and that hour will pass by so quick. And literally that's all you should do. Not only will it set you up for success, not only it will change up your daily routine so that your health is always in the back of your mind, but it's also easy, it's sustainable, and little by little you can increase like the incline, and you can walk on a little bit of an incline. Trust me, an hour of walking may sound a lot, but it's really not. But it also may sound too simple, like really I'm gonna lose the weight, I'm gonna be snatched after only an hour of walking. And trust me, yes you will. Especially the more you increase the incline, you will be sweating. It's such a good workout. It's so much better than running, because to me running is really difficult and it's actually quite challenging, but walking, so easy. I love it. I love walking. I can be on my phone, I can be scrolling on TikTok, but as long as I was getting these walks in, I was losing my weight easily. I wasn't stressed about losing my weight. It was more of a lifestyle. It's going to change the game for you, I promise you. Literally just go on that hour walk if you can and your body allows you to. Walk on an incline, and little by little you will see the changes that it will have on your body. For me, I love to also do some strength training. So every day I try to change up what I'm working out. One day I'm working out legs, one day I'm working out arms, one day I'm working out back. But if you're not able to do that quite yet and you don't have that time, going on that walk will help you tremendously. In the same sense, I would also find ways to enjoy going to the gym. For me, my absolute favorite part of going to the gym is going to the sauna. I love going into the sauna and sweating. I feel like I'm detoxing all of my body. It feels so good, and truly it is the part I look forward to every single time I go to the gym. So maybe for you it will also be the sauna. Just find things that you really will enjoy and crave, and that will keep you going to the gym and will keep you motivated to get your walks in. Number 2, this helped me not only with like the fact that my face was super puffy looking, it was super congested looking, but it also helped with my like skin health. I lost a lot of the acne that I had, cleared, a lot of the discoloration also cleared. Like my skin literally cleansed itself after I cut out processed foods daily and lowered my salt and sugar intake. I'm not telling you to go on a cleanse. I'm against cleanses. I'm against saying, oh, I'm gonna cut out sugar completely, or oh, I'm gonna cut out salt completely. I don't believe in that. And every time someone tells me that, like even one of my friends, like she loves to go on sugar-free strikes. that's not for me, and I wouldn't recommend that for people just because it's not gonna be a lifestyle. It's okay to cut out for a while, but that's not gonna be your lifestyle. And if you're eating in regulation, if you're like monitoring how much you eat and you're not overeating, there's no reason to go on a cleanse. I feel like it's just too strict, and we only live once. So if you're craving an ice cream or chips every once in a while, I think you should be able to have it. But what I did that really helped me is really limiting amount of times I allow myself. At my worst, I was literally ordering Thai food every single day, or at the very least I was ordering food out every single day. That included pizzas, pastas, Thai food, which is like very salty and high in sodium. So if you find yourself ordering a lot of takeout, then that is your cue that that's something you can improve. Instead of ordering the foods out, even the same foods that you're ordering out, the same foods, if you make them at home, they're gonna be healthier because you're not adding all of the preservatives, you're not adding as much salt. You'll be literally disgusted at the amount of salt they put in the food you order out. A lot of salt and sugar. Even in foods that are salty, they put sugar to preserve the food. So try to lower your salt intake and your sugar intake, even if it's by a little bit, okay? Again, I'm not telling you to cut it out completely. For example, if you have a soda every single day, you're not gonna be able to cut it out completely without being miserable. Maybe start with every third day, stop having a soda, or every fourth day. Like, be gentle with yourself and make small steps towards your goals. It's gonna be so sustainable and you can carry that for the rest of your life. Something that I love is replacing adding a lot of salt on your food with lemons. I love lemons. Me and my husband, we buy so many lemons. Every single time we go to the grocery store, we are buying a bag of lemons, and our fridge is filled with lemons, literally. Like, I love lemons on top of everything. It's flavorful, it's delicious. It makes me feel healthy just eating it, and it also allows me to use less salt, and that is how I help regulate the salt that I have in my diet. And along with the foods that you eat, just have like a little bit of understanding. So like, why is it just like the fact that salt is bad? No, salt is good for you, but having a lot of salt, for example, in Thai food, it will retain a lot of water, which is why you will wake up the next day with like your face being super puffy, and you literally just look super congested because of the salt and the carbs. It will make your face look puffy, especially the next day. And if you're always eating that, that's just how you're always gonna look. So if you want to look snatched, just know the effects that the foods will have on your body. Maybe sugar will make you look visibly significantly more bloated. For me, salt affected me a lot. A lot of carbs, especially pasta, affected my face a lot. So just know the effect that food has on your face and your body, and then act accordingly. Another thing I want to add to that is in terms of like skin and acne is watching your dairy intake and spicy food. For me, hot Cheetos, every single time I have a hot Cheeto bag, I will get a pimple on my face, no questions asked. And that's just the effect that spicy food tends to have on me, and I learned that throughout the years. So if you're also struggling like with acne, for example, then take a look at the foods that you're eating, evaluate them, play around with them, maybe take them out of your diet and then incorporate that in. Number 3 is lower your stress, or try as much as possible to lower your stress. In the before pictures, okay, I was very stressed in my life. I had a lot of things on my plate. I was also like overthinking a lot. I was trying to do it all. Allow yourself to take out things that, even though they make you productive, even though they're things that you think you should be doing, but if they're taking time away from you and things that like you'd like to do for yourself, or things that will allow you to take care of yourself, if you're not having time to do that, then that is a good sign to have a look at the things you do every single day and see what you can take out. And really, don't feel bad at all if you have to go down on your responsibilities, or if you have to like step down from a position at work if you can afford to financially. Have the least amount of stress possible. It will not only prevent a lot of diseases in the long run that are associated with stress and anxiety and just higher blood pressure, but like stress, I don't know if you've noticed, like especially when you're in school, being super stressed all the time will lower the quality of sleep that you have and will just make you look visibly worse. I don't even know how else to say it. Like, being super stressed will have you looking worse. I know for me, like the ugliest I look is when I'm super stressed. Literally, like my face is puffy, like under my eyes are not looking great, like it is just not giving all around. Number 4 is having a simple yet effective skincare routine. My skincare routine at this point of my life is so simple. Literally the only thing I have, and it may not be the best, but it's what works for me, and I know that you will find what works for you. Trust me, you don't need a 10-step skincare routine. My skincare routine right now involves a face wash, a moisturizer, and a serum. Literally, that is my skincare routine, and that's it. And if you struggle with acne, I do have an acne video on how I cleared my skin on my channel, and I am planning to do a part 2 very soon. Let me know if you're even interested to see that, or if you're interested to see my updated skincare routine video. Having clear and healthy skin really does a whole lot to your face, and it will help you look put together on the daily without having the need to put makeup on. Like for me, 90% of the time I don't have makeup on. I just put it on when I'm going out to dinner maybe, or when I'm filming these videos. I feel like having clear skin is the majority of the glow up. So if you have acne, don't hesitate to go to the dermatologist and see what you can do for your skin. But in general, my biggest tips would be to make sure that you are super hygienic, so you're sleeping on clear pillows, you're wiping your face with clear towels, you're drinking lots of water and staying hydrated, you're not using too complicated of a skincare routine, but the products that you are using are high quality. Avoiding foods that trigger your skin, whether that's fats, dairy, a lot of that has to do with your diet. Number 5 is having a regular beauty maintenance routine. You don't need to do the most. Girl, you really do not need to do the most. I'm gonna highlight the main things that I would recommend you try out, and you will see a huge difference. Number 1, your eyebrows. I am not the best at this. I don't get my eyebrows done as much as I would like. Mostly I just get busy. But doing my eyebrows, I'm finding like a shape that works for me took time, and I feel like it's still a work in progress, but I feel like that is what shaped my face and makes my features look better. It enhances my features, if you will. If you see, like in my before pictures, my eyebrows were too long, they were also too thick, and you know, mind you, they were still beautiful, but they weren't doing the most for me. So my tip for you is to don't be afraid to play around with your eyebrows and get them shaped every once in a while. Try as much as possible to upkeep them at home, because that will also help you look a lot more put together with a lot less effort, really. Number 2 is having clean nails. For me, I like to also color them, and I like to get them done. I also would highly recommend you do your research on your nail tech and go to one that is hygienic, that is clean, that does good quality work, that will not harm your nails. For example, for me, these are my natural nails, which is so freaking hard to believe that these are my natural nails. But they are, and I've been loving going and getting my nails done. It's one of my favorite forms of self-care at this point. Before I used to dread it, but ever since I found a place that works for me, a routine that works for me, it's been a life changer. Having nails that look put together, having hands that look clean will make you feel more confident. Like, I feel like even your body language changes because you want to show off your nails. You're like, hey, how's it going? And I get so many compliments on my nails these days, and it's something that I swear by. Like, even if you don't want to put a color on your nails, just make sure that they're shaped properly, make sure that they're clean, that your cuticles are also clean. If you don't like to color them and you want to add a little bit of spice, then maybe just put like that top coat that will make your nails look shiny, and that is more than enough. You really don't need to be going out and spending the money, but if you do and you enjoy that, then that's also perfect too. And then another thing in terms of the beauty maintenance routine is your hair and the health of your hair, and I don't mean using a lot of product or hair masks or hair treatments, not at all. I mean just going and getting it trimmed. For me, I love to, like, every once in a while, I love to just chop my hair, literally. Like, I like to grow it and chop it, and it grows by so fast. I'm so lucky at this point of my life, it's still growing by relatively fast, because I literally chopped my hair after I got married in July, and it's January of the next year, so it's been half a year later, and it grew a lot. It grew significantly, and I feel like every time you cut your hair, it just looks ultimately healthier. So right now I'm actually due for a little bit of a trim, and I can't wait. But keep up with your trims, it will do a lot to the health of your hair. Last but not least is tip number 6, which is finding a makeup routine that works for you. Everyone is different. You do not need to be following the latest trends. If a red lip does not look good on you, then don't do a red lip. If you look best in like a super heavy makeup look, then do that. Do that and stick with that. If you look best in a light makeup look, then do that and stick with that. A good tip that I heard on TikTok is to try to like imitate and do the same makeup look as your celebrity lookalike, and see if you like that and see how you like that. For me, I like to take bits and and pieces from everyone, and I just do kind of what works best for me. And I would add to that is to also not overwhelm yourself. So I know when it comes to like watching these tips, a lot of the times they recommend products and they're like, you have to use this, you have to use this. You really don't most of the time. Use what you already have. Literally all of my makeup is in a little pouch, and that's all the makeup that I have and own. So use and play around with your makeup, but only with what you have. I mean, if you have the ability to go and buy more and like spoil yourself, then of course by all means do that. But if you don't, then just use what you have and play around with it. And trust me, sometimes just applying things differently will change the game for you. And I will tell you a very brief example because I'm sure I will do future like makeup tutorials, but I used to always put makeup like straight on my face, like from the bottle on my face or from the bottle to the brush, and I would apply my makeup. Ever since I stopped doing that and I literally started, like for example, putting a pump of my foundation here, I would dab my brush on it and then dab it again on an area that is clear and then put it on my face. My makeup has never looked so flawless. I have not had a cakey makeup day, okay? And that only came from practicing and doing my own makeup. We have neared the end of the video. I want you to know and to keep in mind that you're already beautiful as you are. This was my glow up guide that has helped me glow up and that has helped me feel and look my best. I did every single thing that I talked about in this video, and it never felt pressuring, and it didn't make me feel worse about myself. It all made me feel better about myself, and that is the goal of this video, is to just appreciate where you are right now. You're already beautiful as you are now, but of course we're always growing, we're always changing. And if you feel like there is space to improve on how you look and you want to improve it and you want to just glow and look like the best version of yourself, then these are the tips that I would recommend. But I also want you to know to not be too hard on yourself, to love yourself as you are, and you can love yourself in your current state and still aspire to grow and to change and to evolve. These two things can be present at the same time. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I do post every single Sunday, so stay tuned for my videos on Sundays. If you want to connect with me on Instagram or TikTok, I will leave all that information below in the description. Best of luck on your journey, and I will see you next week. Bye!